Hey, my name is Joseph Lavender, and I am the writer and producer of Exit 101. I also played the character Caleb in the film.
Hello, my name is Doug Cole. I am the director and director of photography for Exit 101, as well as sound designer and one of the editors for the film.
The cool thing about Exit 101 is we got started around December, I think it was, of 2009. I started writing the script. I was unemployed, and at the time, I just was doing a lot of extra work in some movies, and decided, you know what, I'm going to write my own script. And
I got a call from this guy named Joseph Lavender, who was up in the Cordial area. I was living down in Valdosta, Georgia at the time, working in television, and been really waiting for this opportunity to come along to actually work on a feature film. And I had, at the time, probably written and directed 13 or so short films, but never a feature-length film. I worked on a few feature-length films, but never actually in a higher position like a director or a cinematographer. So anyway, I got this call from this guy. He told me he got my name from the president of the Chamber of Commerce here in town, and I'd already heard a few rumors from my family and some other people about a possible movie starting in Cordial, Georgia, having something to do with the Titan I missile, which is obviously probably the most prominent landmark in Cordial, right off of Interstate 75.
at that point, near the end, towards the end of December, everybody was doing the whole Christmas thing, but we did a casting call, and we had, I think the final number was around 250 people showed up.
We had folks coming from up in the Atlanta area, from down in Florida. Like I said, a lot of people from within maybe an hour or so radius of this town who just heard it. Everyone did a great job getting the word out about it because it was pretty well known. There was a lot of buzz going on around town about this film at this time.
And we had everybody from people who had absolutely no acting experience prior to professional actors.
My name's Devin Ray, and I'll be reading for the part of Reggie. Man, I thought you said it was close by.
We should almost be at the spot.
That's what you said like 10 minutes ago. All these woods look the same. Oh shit. Oh shit. Caleb! Caleb! Are you alright?
My name is Walter Robert Duckworth, and I'm reading for Deputy Rayford at this moment.
Okay, and whenever you guys are ready.
What in God's name are you kids doing out here?
Bethany Tiller, reading for Delilah.
And whenever you're ready, go ahead.
I'll read with you, and I start. Man, I'm gonna tell you, that dang bass I caught last weekend was a big one. You ain't lying, that was a big fish.
What you two yapping about now?
We deliberated on it for a while, and we had some pretty tough choices in terms of some of the characters. We actually had to bring back some people a couple of times because we weren't sure, and we had a couple of instances where we thought for sure this person was going to be right for the part, and then for whatever reason we had to recast, and the whole trials and tribulations of trying to find the right people for the right parts, and it was really tough, but it was really cool, and we got to meet a lot of new people, and it was just a really cool experience. We're here on the second night of shooting for the movie Exit 101. This is Caleb's room. It looks slightly different than it did on the first day. I can't really tell you why it does, but I think it looks better. I think it's going to look amazing. Let's spin it on the clock. It's not actually 7:06. It's much later. The slate. Oh, all the nice stuff that we can't use.
Something you'll notice here is that the first night of shooting, that Joseph had mentioned that we couldn't use any of the footage. That was back when we were experimenting with some different lenses. It did not look good. It did not turn out like we wanted it to. And instead of just dealing with it, we wanted to do it again. So that's why you'll notice here that the final footage in the movie of Caleb's bedroom is not in that location at all. And in fact, it was shot several months later, and when we actually had sorted out some of our technical problems.
This is one of our actors.
Look in the back of it. Says who it is.
Look who that is. Daniel Young. He's playing one of our scientists.
See him tomorrow.
See him tomorrow.
If Doug shows back up.
On our second day. Yeah. Where's the cable, Doug? Where is it?
I don't really care. I mean, I just kind of throw it around.
Time is money, Doug.
Hopefully. Time is money. How does that apply to the cable? I don't understand.
We're essentially shooting on film. This is exactly how you have. This is exactly the amount of light you have to pump in to, like, say, shoot on, 16 millimeter Swiss-made cameras or something like that.
That's brilliant. Doing some behind the scenes here. What are we doing right now here, Doug?
We're about to get our first shot of all 4 of our scientists trying to work together.
Trying to work
for
together?
a greater good. Action.
Hi, I'm Dr. Williams.
Who are you?
Dr. Jerome Martin Williams. I play a scientist on TV, but I'm really a politician. I'd like to tell you about my education plan.
Jerome here, his ID number is 8675309.
You know that song, right? 8675309. Yeah, that's funny.
Titan missile was brought over in 1969, so that part was actually accurate. It's owned by the Rotary Club, and it was part of the Titan missile project from the 50s, I believe. I believe they were Cold War missiles.
On the third night of filming for Exit 101, we are at the missile location, about to shoot a scene with Dr. Carlton and Dr. Williams.
What you two yapping about now?
I can remember.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah, as soon as you take a shower, dirty old thing.
We can serve some water. We take a shower together.
I think we should add that.
You walk to the puddle over there.
Let's go to the one. This is a whole different kind of production now, you guys. Hope you were aware.
Holy hell, boy! What God's name happened to you? Did you just come from the Walmart?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I bought these clothes at Walmart. Just like this. This is my battle with the speedy checkout.
Breast lube at Walmart. It's been a long day, we refinanced the mortgage on the motorhome here, and it went up, by God, and so I had to pick another ship down there to the Walmart. Express lube and Jiffy lube. Regina here is doing porn on the side. Keep this thing. It's been tough this year. We had to sell all 3 of the children. I'm gonna miss them. See, that's another thing. She lost her memory. She's been under so much stress about losing the trailer. She lost losing her memory. She don't know who she is. Honey, it's gonna be.
What you two yapping about over there?
I don't remember. Come over here and jog my memory, you pretty little thing, you.
Yeah, as soon as you take a shower, you dirty old thing.
We can serve some water, we take a shower together.
Throughout the filming, which actually wound up lasting about 8 months, we only filmed on weekends, and we filmed during some of the coldest periods of the year. Sometimes it got down to 20 degrees or below, and we had everybody bundled around a heater, and everybody was freezing. And there were several shots we couldn't use because you could actually see the cold breath as people were talking, and you could it wasn't supposed to be that cold in the actual movie time frame, but we had a lot of tough times, a lot of frustrated actors and crew at times, but everybody sort of came together and worked really hard, and it was a cool time. We had a lot of fun, and I don't know, it's just one of those things where you don't expect to be able to accomplish something this big on this scale with such a small crew. I think we had probably maybe 15 dedicated crew members, and some of those we swapped out, you know.
Can we get
no way. I only do that on,
Some of the more dedicated individuals who really put out everything and helped us out any way they possibly could, and even in locations. That's the coolest thing about shooting a film like this, and is that a lot of the movie, not most of it, but a good chunk of the film was actually shot on one particular piece of property. And just a large piece of property, and just had different elements to it in different areas.
Action.
So yeah, that was over at Dennis Frazier's house. And he was he was our key electrician, and definitely one of our main gaffers. He came in as an extra for the opening scene, and then wound up staying with the film. Jerry Hawkins, our key grip.
And
from Hawkinsville, Georgia, works at Warner Robins Air Force Base, and he had done some stand-up comedy, and he had been really into performing. And we actually met him at the casting call when he came and read for one of the rednecks in the scene.
And action.
Devin, I just got this new idea. There's this girl across the hall. She's real. You have to come talk to her, okay? Alright? I'm just saying.
It was a cool time. We had a lot of fun, and I don't know, it's just one of those things where you don't expect to be able to accomplish something this big on this scale with such a small crew. I think we had probably maybe 15 dedicated crew members, and some of those we swapped out, you know, at different time frames. But
Oh, thank God you're alive. That thing's empty.
put it in like a gentleman.
Okay, we'll do it again. Actually, keep your hands back as far as you can, so we don't see them at all. And go ahead whenever you're ready.
Try again. Epic fail.
But what do I got to do? You just pick up on it. And then go where though? Going down. Huh? Oh, pick up on it and lay it down.
Action.
Ted, thanks. I'm standing here live on the scene of what looks to be a brutal double murder.
One of the more complicated and sometimes vexing parts of the production came in the summer of 2010 when we were filming what you see at the end of the film, the party scene, the parts that had a lot of extras, and we had plenty of extras. I'm not sure the exact count, a couple of hundred, and all throughout the film, some reoccurring characters, some of our featured extras that you see a couple of times throughout the film. But they weren't all locals either. A lot of them were, but we have people who came from all over, people who drove for hours just to be extras on the film, just to both be part of a film production and just to see the film production. And a lot of people like to just, and I do too, I love going on sets to just watch how it all happens.
The balloon didn't pop! Oh, yeah!
I feel pretty, so pretty. I feel pretty.
I better not cease this conversation.
What?
Because it'd be
I'm going to use some terminology.
Cut.
Was this a bad conversation?
That's print right there. It's talking about some terrible things we've done to people in the past when we were out partying.
Oh. How do you feel about this? What do you feel about? What are your thoughts?
What's this? The conversation or the movie?
The movie. I don't know.
It sounds like he's a psychology major. I thought it's pretty cool. Like small town people getting together to make like this big movie kind of thing.
You're a liar. No.
I'm not.
You're
I
very
really
truthful.
I am.
Is that the only thing you have to say?
I don't know. I mean, it's a really good experience to be a part of because like none of us have ever been in a movie or made a movie unless we were extras or something.
I have. No, I was an ex.
So it's just to have like a lot of people from South Georgia get together and experience something that they probably wouldn't have experienced ever without Joe.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Conrad, he always has a lot to say. What do you think about? What do you think about this production as a whole?
This production currently,
PG,
or this production as the whole?
This is PG. This is PG, by the way. This is rated PG. Because we have a lot of. I can't find any right now, but we have a lot of.
I don't know if I can actually
PG-13.
get a good PG-13 version of the total progression.
PG. See, we just found a kid right here.
Yeah, but see, it's the problem is we have no prior experience of other filming, so we have nothing to actually.
You have nothing to base it on. Well, that's good for us.
So officially, this is actually the best production and filming we have ever been to.
That's wonderful. So nice of you to say.
Oh, you're welcome.
What do you think about this, Sebastian Gruber?
Aside from the heat, it's actually been
What
pretty
character
fun.
are you playing, Sebastian?
I think you should know that, Joe.
I know, but I'm asking it for the people at home who don't.
Oh, I'm playing Colin. One
You're
of the
playing Colin.
Survivor characters. I don't get eaten.
You shouldn't say that on the behind the scenes. No, it's okay. This is behind the scenes. This is what you watch after you've watched the movie.
Yeah,
In my case, sometimes I watch it before.
Before the movie.
Some people watch it after. I watch it before.
How y'all doing?
Hi, sir.
There? Y'all doing good out here?
What are you doing here? Like, what's your purpose?
Apparently I'm gonna get attacked and bitten and killed or something. I don't know.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I've lived my life pretty good, so I guess if I go, I go.
You go. All right. Well, I guess that's a good way to think about things. Let's see if we can get a little actors arriving. Scene. Excuse me. Hi. Let me ask you a question. Actually, Devin, I would like to ask you both a question at the same time.
Reggie! You my boo.
Reggie.
Okay.
Have I told you lately about the Freemasons? What do you think about this production? What are your thoughts? Okay, Casey.
You don't want my thoughts.
What are your thoughts on?
That's a different question.
What's your thoughts on the production and Freemasonry?
I do it. The camera hates me.
I think they need to pay me more for all the work.
I just didn't put it on you because you still look like a floating face no matter what camera that we shoot with. It's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Floating face.
Yeah. We can maybe see now you're a floating face.
Look at the patient in this general region. You'll see where we made the first incision. And then things went horribly wrong when we realized we were supposed to be doing heart surgery.
I think one of the most helpful things about our crew is that many people wore many hats. They pulled their weight in more than just the area that we had got them for. So that's something you'd notice all the time. We had multiple people, running slate. Even though we had some primary individuals who were doing location sound, our location sound recordist. We at certain times we had
Exit 101, scene, party scene, hideout,
other random crew members that just had to do that. It all depended on what was necessary at the time, what we didn't have time for, and who we had to actually help us out.
What the shit was that?
Yeah, post production was really long. Took an entire year to finish, and we actually premiered the film for around 500 people, 500 locals, and it was a great time. Everybody had a lot of fun, and That was on October 29th. So now we're just trying to see where the film is going to take us.
One.
Action.
Fine.
Stacy, are you okay?
Don't you fucking touch her. She'd be alright if it wasn't for you. You hadn't stopped me.
Oh, hell no. You ain't gonna blame this on me, man. I'm the one that tried to save your stupid ass.
Don't you ever lay a finger on me, alright?
Man, what are you doing, man?
Thanks for the help. You alright? Fine. Got the other actors here. End the line.
That's the only two lines, ain't it?
And it was my directorial debut, which was one of the biggest things for me right away. I mean, I was interested in the script first off, but it was in the story. I love the story. I thought some of the scenes were hilarious, kept me laughing, all night reading it. And some of the characters were just very, very rich characters that brought a lot to the story. So that was.
What the hell was that?
That was the great part for me, was getting to be part of that.
Sir, what's up?
This is my McCulloch Mini-Mac chainsaw. It matches the ensemble almost perfectly.
Reggie, help me!
All you have to do is aim it at the head and fire.